Hello, work continues on the the headstock of this nice little Schaublin 70. I think I'm almost there in the horizontal plane. The process is you mount something in the headstock that you know to be straight and of the same diameter. And previously I'd indicated this dowel pin, and it's doesn't show a flicker on the needle of a tense indicator as for straightness, and diameter with an indicating mic, the same thing. There's not a quarter of a tense difference, at least how you could, insofar as how you could interpolate it from readings, the dials. Anyways, the idea is that this pin does not have to be held concentric to the spindle. People pursue these expensive test bars that mount in their more staper headstocks, etc. And it's a great convenience. That's how, when I went through Standard Modern several years ago, it's certainly how they scrape the headstocks in with test bars, but it's not a necessity. Instead, you just mount whatever you can find that's straight and of the same diameter, however you want in the headstock. Call it 3-jaw, it doesn't matter. And then you measure it in one position, and you index the spindle 180 degrees and measure it again. And the two readings should be kind of a mirror image of each other. So what you're trying to get to is, by looking at those two readings, indicate when things are truly in the center. And how that would look was, if the pin was going downhill by, say, 5/10 in the first position, then you rotate it 180 degrees. If it's going uphill by 5/10, the spindle is perfectly aligned to the bottom of the headstock. So this has taken a long time to get there, even though this is a fairly small little headstock. Let's have a look, and I'll try to show you what I mean. The height gauge is just catches one of the holes in the back of the pulley as a way to index it the 180 degrees. So this dot here, my code is, that's the dot up position. So with the dot up position, I'll indicate next to the headstock, and you're going to get some parallax likely on the camera, but I can report to you that the reading is just over 2.2. Now if we go outbound here, the reading is 2.6. Yeah, let's make sure we're clean here. It was higher than I expected it to be. And when we're measuring tense, of course, you breathe on something and things change. So here we're 2.6, and here we are 2.6. Not what was expected. I'm going to clean this. Put that down there for a second. Clean the bottom of the parallels. Clean the surface plate. The hand is very sensitive and can pick up the tiniest amounts of dirt and grit. And of course, every time I scrape and put the headstock down, there's a possibility of a small chip falling out and contaminating the measurement. I'll try that again. Locate my indexing hole. Okay, at the headstock, to the left side, we have 2.5, and to the right hand side we have 2.5. That's not what I got a second ago. Index at 180 degrees, and we've got at the headstock 2.1 and 1.7. So we are -4 thou out there. That means I have to keep working, because I thought I was within a tenth, and then I went and remeasured, and that's what I got. Let's try cleaning that again. Give it one more try here. Hopefully this is coming through clearly and in focus. Index the headstock. Take a measurement at the headstock at the left side. 2.5. And 2.6. 0.5 dead on, and 2.6. That's more what I was expecting. So from 2.5 to 2.6, if you take the second one minus the first, that'll give us our slope. So we've got a slope of 1/10 going this way. Now, indexed 180 degrees, we get 2. And by the way, I know that the headstock bore is out a half a thou. There's a burr there I have to grind off, but with this technique it shouldn't matter insofar as scraping the bottom of the headstock goes. We'll deal with that after. We've got 2. And there I've got 1.6, so that's not acceptable. That's -4. I had done this measurement a second ago, and I got -3 there. Where did I have? -1 there and +2 on the other one. So I don't know what's changed, or if I've got some contamination here, or if I just had a bad reading before, and maybe this is the true reading. Certainly when you're trying to measure and work in tenths, it's very, very easy to have the tiniest amount of contamination throw everything off. There we're 2.5 and 2.5. There we're 2. And 1.7. So we're 0 and -3, -0.3. So 0.3 of a thou. So back to the drawing board. I will do another round or two of scraping, removing material on this portion of the headstock. Things are, I thought I was done, but I'm not. I will have to go back. We'll remove a tiny bit of material on this area here to bring things down and make the tailstock go like that. Okay, a few more rounds later, and here we are for another check. Dot up. I have got 3.2 to 2.8. So 3.2 to 2.8. Well, there's between 2.7 and 2.8. Call it almost 2.8, which makes it 2.8 to 3.2 is just over 4 thou difference. 3.2 to 2.8. We'll index this 180 degrees, and we'll have a look here. Here we go from 3.1 to 3.6, which is +5. So I think that this is considered done. We've got 5 and a bit negative on the other side, sorry, 4 and a bit negative on the other side, and 5 on this side. If you split the difference between the two, we're less than half a tenth, which is, I think, did the calculations at one point for that length of bar, a small fraction of the Schlesinger limit. So I think we're done. The other thing to just kind of have a look at is you get minimal movement here. I've got the bearing quite tight now. Take these annoying gloves off. If you press here, you see you get no movement at all on the indicator. So, I'm not deluding myself that the bearing's going to slop around in there. I do have some run out because there is a burr in that spindle bore taper that I have to address. The other thing to check is to put pressure on the headstock itself. And what I want to make sure is that the base is not like that so that it would rock. Getting less than a tenth there. I don't know, there might be some grit or something, but maybe a quarter of a tenth based on the indicator. So I think things are pretty solid, and I'm going to declare that done after way too much time. Just to give a sense here of the number of iterations I've done on this, I'm doing this for a friend, so really wanted to do a bang up job for him. But you can see all of these are, and I didn't write everyone down, but all of these are kind of my notes as I went along. It's just page after page after page after page after page. This is the same thing, more. These are notes on it. Probably close to it, but it was a very long process, but I think we've got as close to perfection as I possibly can get, and certainly well within the Schlesinger limit.